operation on this rat nightmare where we're going to do a rat-free lifetime guarantee. There's the flush, there's the dye. So Riz's is further up than this then. So that's not our customers. Our customers is further up. That's quite interesting. I wonder if I can go a bit further up and actually see where it is. Because all the gravel that's holding this water in the pipe, that's all further downstream. So the gravel won't go upstream. It'll always come down, see? And that's the way it should look. That's the way it should look without all that water in there. So the problem downstream of our customers. I need Ricky to flush that again, I think. I have to take the phone off. And there it is. There it is. So that's our customer's toilet. And the problem is further downstream from there. So now all we've got to do is work out where it is. I've zeroed it. We're going to pull backwards now from there. And we'll find out where those breaks are, and then we'll come up with a fix. And this is going to be another rat-free guarantee. I think he's had it, I can't remember how many years he's had this for. The last quote he had was £6,500. And you know what? I read through it. Oh, I'm just talking to another one of the neighbours here. He'd been quoted £6,500, and when we read the quote, it would have made no difference whatsoever. I've zeroed that, Rick.
It come out of there.
Yeah, it came out of there, so we know how far our customers is away. Now we need to find out where that gravel starts and which broken pipe it's coming out of.
Well, it seems to start from just after Riz's house to pretty much here. All this way is full of gravel. Yeah. There's rat holes all the way on the front of all these extensions.
Yeah, let's just stroll it back and see where the gravel starts to build up. Yeah. Then we'll jet it out again. This is one where we can maybe do a temporary fix, and again this is going to be Water Authority's job for them to sort out at a later date. Yeah. But it's not going to cost our customer anything. Yeah. You know, we'll prove that what it is, and it's the Water Authority's problemo, so they should come and fix it and do a good job, hopefully. Thames water down here, isn't it? Innit? Like Cockneys down here, aren't they? Okay. Lovely. Come back now down the main channel. We're now 5 metres away, and you can see someone actually just flushed the toilet, but that was all dry 2 seconds ago. This is the way it should look, but now I bet it starts getting into deeper water here. We'll see the breaks, and then we'll get more and more gravel and more water building up behind the gravel. So we keep coming back. It just shows you how far the break could be away from your house where the rats are getting in. And why doing a little survey on one little manhole, but we're going to show you exactly where everyone went wrong on this one and why Riz, our lovely customer, was getting kind of ripped off. I mean, is it ripped off or is it just pure incompetence by the people? Hard to tell. I'd like to believe neither of those, but I've got a feeling it's ripping people off, dude, innit?
Well, it's the second time we've heard of this company now, and they've come to us after they've dealt with this company.
You know what? I'm going to show you I'm going to show people the quote. Riz had 2 quotes, both about £6,000. Kind of pales into insignificance, and we'll prove to you why none of it would have worked. There's another video on our playlist as well. So it's getting deeper. Now I'm literally on the top of gravel there, floating on the top. There's one break, look. It is. So 14 metres. There. Yeah, so there's the first big gap where the rats are getting out. I think the next one is that one there. Yeah. It's the same pipe, isn't it?
Yeah. The two ends of the pipe.
Just gone past that. Yeah, there you can see it there clearly. Look around the top. That pipe's like kind of dropped down, hasn't it, somehow? So then there's another one. So that was 14 metres basically away from our customers where the actual problem is. So all of this gravel here has washed out of those joints, and then slowly over time it's got washed down, getting more and more stuff stuck on it. And it also is making a food source for the rats in the sewer, which is rather annoying. You feed the rats, what do? They go and have a party and produce more rats. So what we need to do now, Rick, is get that jetted out. We'll show the customers what's been going on in our customer's house. Not our future customers, maybe, if you're watching this. I shouldn't call you customers yet, but we'll show you, and I bet you it's the same story. Same old story. If you've watched a few of our videos, it's always the same. You know, you're just getting let down, and you're spending more and more money. You've gone down the same route. You've used small pest control companies, you've used big pest control companies. At best, it solves it for a short period of time, but then the rats are back, aren't they? That's why we're the only people in the country that do a lifetime money back guarantee on our rat-free lifetime guarantee. So if you've got an issue that just keeps coming back and you're having sleepless nights and you're losing faith, come to us. come to us. There's a reason why we do this on YouTube. There's a reason why we're the biggest YouTube pest control channel in Europe. The reason is because we're honest, upfront, and we tell you, and we're here, we're clear to see. I bet you the company that gave these quotes, I bet they ain't got a YouTube channel. Do you know what I'm saying? Why haven't they got a YouTube channel? Because what they're selling people is utter crap, okay? It's utter crap and it's never going to work. And I'll explain to you why none of that's going to work in a moment. But this is a problem solved. Can't remember how long Riz said this problem been going.
2 years.
There's a 2-year problem.
2-year problem, yeah.
Yesterday's was a 5-year problem. The day before was a 6-month problem. The longer you leave it, the more it's going to stress you up, the more it's going to get to you. It's going to get to your mental health, it's going to get to your family's health, and we don't want that. Cut the middleman out, just come straight to us.
Also, I noticed.
Yeah, what you noticed, right?
In that garden, there's rat holes. In that extension right there I'm pointing at now, there's rat holes going down there, and on the other end of it, and I stuck my head down there, and loads of drain flies were coming out the rat holes. So that means that those rat holes are doing that down into where those breaks are, what we just showed you on the camera, because we've seen drain flies flying out of that manhole.
Yeah, little tiny drain flies.
It's almost like you're using drain dye, but the opposite way, back to front.
Using a drain fly as
drain
drain
fly,
dye.
yeah, that's it.
That's the way to do it, man.
So we know for 100% that those holes there are directly correlated to those breaks we just found as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, mate. Right, let's get the big jetter again then. Look at all that. Look at all that that's come from upstream. Look at all that. I think that there, that bit right there might be a bit of a pipe. But the level's going down in there as well, Rick. All that water. Interesting. Let's get the camera in and have a look.
Man, it's hot.
It really is warm, isn't it?
It's a lot drier than it was, look at that.
Yeah, just got to get that all down the rest of the pipe now. Right, let's get that camera in then. Be nice to finish before 12 o'clock tonight.
Then we can go buy a van.
Then we're going to buy another van.
Because I bought you a broken one.
Yes. So that's still water there. It's
That's
clear,
fairly
isn't it?
normal. I mean, there's a bit more gravel.
Yeah, we need to get all that gravel out.
Wow. Yeah, you know, because we
Might
went
be able
really...
to see the broken joint better now, though.
Yeah. Well, for rats to be getting out of sewers for 2 years, you know, it's gonna equate to a hell of a lot of rocks.
Gravel and crap in it. I'm going to push it with my free hand.
I think it's getting stuck on the gravel.
Oh, it's getting stuck behind that bloody pipe down there, mate.
Oh wow, there's tons of gravel. Yeah, that's actually got lichen on it, that one did, so that's obviously
that's off like
a bit of tree.
Above ground, isn't it?
And as annoying as it is, I think we're just going to have to pull all them rocks out, because we've managed to sort out the flow problem, because it's all dry in the bottom now.
Let's get the jetter back on again then. Now what we're doing is sucking all that gravel out. Is that one of the big bits?
Yeah.
That's a bit of the concrete from around that joint, isn't it? So when you imagine the rat gets out of the broken joint, what happens is it digs backwards and it kicks it backwards, and all the heavier stuff, the rocks and things, and the soil flows through, but the rocks just sit there. What you got?
There, look. Can you see that?
What on earth is that?
A knife, kitchen butter knife, yeah.
Oh, that's going to drop the pipe though.
I'm trying to get it, but... I don't think it is. I don't want that poo. I don't want the poo.
It's been a old pipe, that is.
Yeah.
And there's another reason why we do this as well. In fact, there's a couple of reasons why we do this. One of the reasons is if there's poo, well, that's rat food basically. What you don't want is to leave a food source for the rats, because the poo gets stuck on the dam that's formed by the gravel and the stones and stuff. The water trickles through that, but the poo gets stuck upstream of it, and we don't want that. We don't want to be feeding the rats, do we? The other thing is, if we were to fit a flap here, the gravel can get stuck underneath it, lift the flap up, and the rats will get back underneath it. So that's some of what's come out. There's literally no point in doing half a job when it comes to pest control. You've got to do things properly. And it takes time, and it takes effort.
Want some gold in that?
And that's going to be all the gravel from around the pipe, isn't it? Where I was just explaining, they've dug around it.
Hardcore as well, so...
Is that a coin? If I found a gold sovereign then. Oh well, maybe next time. We'll be rich one day, Rick.
That's one of those, I've seen that before. I've seen one of these before, look.
That's off someone's driveway.
It's got like a hollow inside it. Oh, maybe.
Never mind. Come on. We're in the next door neighbour's garden to where we was doing all the jetting from. Our customer is not in that one, it's the next one up, isn't it? You can see another from another angle now. So this manhole here, you can just about make it out there. That's the main sewer running underneath there. Now why they've got a manhole in the middle of the garden, no one knows. This way goes up to there, and you can show them all where the rats were getting out, and people have blocked the holes. They're getting out there as well, I think.
And this is where the drain flies were coming out, what I was mentioning on the last bit of the video there. There's a big rat hole. Yeah, look at this, all these smear marks, all the claw marks that they've actually broke bits off the oily residue.
So we've got this dodgy joint as well, look. In fact,
That's
that looks
massive.
like smear marks.
That's a massive gap.
But I can't decide whether that's got a rubber grommet round it.
No, I don't think it has. Well, it wouldn't have rubber grommet round it, would it? Because this would have been fitted well before.
This
Rubber
has
was
been joined on, hasn't it? This has been joined
yeah,
on.
but that's terracotta pipe work, that is. Yeah, so that would have been way before rubber was about.
So most of these problems are down to the water authority, aren't they?
Yeah.
Again, annoyingly. But again, you see, that's what you're paying us for our knowledge, because now our customer can get in touch with the water authority and they'll come and fix those problems for free. We're going to fix the bits that we're allowed to fix. It's so annoying, isn't it? We could do this like boom, done. There's certain bits of the pipe work and the sewer system that we're just not allowed to work on. We have to get our customer to inform the local water authority, or they'll then come out and fix it properly. But this one's kind of nearly done, Rick. All the problems that we can sort are now sorted. Water authority is going to have to come and sort a couple of things out. Let's have a look where our customer Riz has got so far with all his friends that he thought they were friends and they were just terrible pest controllers. Right, down there someone's fitted a flap, right? Well, that flap is going to get blocked up if there was any toilet water going down here, but there's bloody not, look. That pipe's blocked, that pipe's blocked. Am I right in saying that, actually?
It's just the upstairs one comes through there.
Yeah, so that's going to get blocked at some point. And the truth is, what are they trying to say? That the rats was coming through there, jumping up that into a pipe, scrabbling up there and getting in the house that way.
In that pipe there, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with that one. They've blocked these pipes. So what were they doing? Was it just pure hit and miss? Just keep on putting flaps in every pipe you can find with no evidence and no reason to put them anywhere? There's no point, was there? Right. Oh. And here's some more awesome pest control. Expanding foam.
They're set.
Oh yes, they are set. Expanding foam, what are they going? What's that going to do to a rat? I mean, come on. You know, they love chewing that kind of stuff. It's almost like entertaining to them. It's never going to stop a rat. Basically, this customer's house is full, all underneath these floorboards. I'm going to show you a video that the customer, he sent us from underneath here. You're going to see two amazing things, really. There are cockroaches coming from a student house next door, and the rats are eating the cockroaches. So, swings and roundabouts, I suppose. But mothballs, do they get rid of rats? No. Because underneath here, when I looked at the video, I asked Riz, I said, well, what are all those round things underneath there? They were mothballs, hundreds and hundreds of them. And we've actually got a video that we're going to start playing now of one of the rats licking a mothball. So if anyone tells you the mothballs get rid of rats, no. They don't even get rid of moths, really, to be honest with you. So we're also going to run for you now some of those little videos of the rats that were underneath this beautiful house. Let's go through that quote for 6,000 something pounds, and it wouldn't have worked. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why. Watch this. Don't get taken advantage of. This really boils my piss. This is the quote that this customer that you've just watched the video, this is the quote that he's got. Let's go through it. Let's see what this would have accomplished and how much it would have cost. We've got, from what we could see, all joins and pipe work is stable, in good condition throughout and within the drainage system. That's really important for when we get down here, okay? It also says here, this is a high cost quotation. No shit, Sherlock. Due to the nature of the infestation and scale, we would not guarantee resolution. So you spend all this money, no guarantee. They wouldn't even provide free 12-monthly recall guarantee. Unfortunately, it says. Yeah, unfortunately for you. For you! Not for me, not for them, for you. Let's have a look what they're going to do. External proofing. Okay, so they've come and done a drain survey. They've already charged for all that. Now they're going on. They've already said, look, they've said there's no problems with the pipe work. Now they've said they want to do all this proofing. Okay, well, part of the proofing they say down here is they're going to fit a one-way valve, a rat flap. You probably know it as better. They've already fitted one rat flap, as you've already seen, and it's in the wrong place. And why would you fit a rat flap? The rat flap stops the rats getting from the main sewer into a broken pipe. They've already said there's no broken pipes. There's no misaligned pipes. So what's that for? What's it for? To earn their money. Wow. The other thing is, to fit this one-way rat flap, okay, they're going to have to dig everything up and put in a manhole so they can fit the rat flap into a system that's not broken. Wow. Then a favourite of ours, anti-climb pins. Made up name. Anti-climb pins is screws. So they're going to put some screws into your downspouts off your guttering because they reckon that the rats are climbing all the way up the side of this massive building, getting into the guttering and then getting in your roof. Doesn't happen. One job in 15 years I've known that happen. This wasn't where the rats were coming from. Then they're going to do all of this bit here. £3,150 they're going to charge you for this bit. And then we've got internal sealing. Oh my God! So, you're going to seal this gap, that gap, oh, bum, 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 all around your house. What does that accomplish? What does it accomplish? It accomplishes nothing. The only difference is they're still underneath your floors, they're still in your ceilings, you can still hear them, they just can't get in your bedroom with you. Is that what you want? But to still hear them, oh, there it is again, the rats are back, the rats are back. Mind blowing, mind blowing. They're going to do all of this now, they're going to pull all your kitchen units out, find little holes, seal them up. Again, what's it accomplishing? Nothing! All of this here, all of this. I could go through it bit by bit and prove to you why it's absolutely pointless. They're going to put mesh here, some PVC linings. You name it, they're going to do it. And all it's going to do is keep the rats under your floors. You've seen how many rats was under this customer's floors. Is that what you want? What have they accomplished? Nothing! All of this here, all of this, and all of this comes to... Oh, they gave him a discount, Rick. They gave him a discount, 150 quid. That was kind of them. £6,804. This is why I've had to put my teacher's hat on. Okay, don't get ripped off. This would accomplish nothing. What happened with this customer? He got the water authorities to come and fix the pipe that we found. Now the rats are gone. Didn't cost him jack, apart from the rat-free lifetime guarantee. Get one, don't get ripped off by rats.